Hello, everyone. Welcome to the next episode of the Clarity Project. And today we have someone who has shaped young minds in the field of commerce and management for more than 15 years. Joining us today is Mr. Teju LN, an experienced educator and an academic professional specializing in business studies and accountancy. With an impressive academic background, which includes a MCOM in accountancy and taxation, a MBA in HR and marketing, and a B.Ed, Mr. Teju has dedicated years to not only teaching but also conducting research in accountancy. Mr. Teju has also served as an additional head examiner coordinator for CBSE's accountancy spot evaluation. And today he is going to bring a lot of insights for the accountancy paper. In today's episode, we are going to take a deep dive into the strategies that are required to crack the accountancy paper, the time management, the paper presentation skills, and more importantly, what are the silly mistakes to avoid. So let's start the podcast. Teju sir, what are the three things students are supposed to keep in mind in that 15 minutes time that they get before the paper?
Sir, this is really important question for especially commerce students, for all of us, especially for accountancy teacher, as well as for my accountancy students. Dear students, I will give you a simple mistakes what you people are going with the 15 minutes reading time. Because as a commerce students, optimum utilization of resources is very, very important, right? The same way, optimum utilization of 15 minutes is very, very important. If the students are lacking making use of that 15 minutes, I am giving you that guarantee that students are not able to complete the whole accountancy paper. Okay, so let me give you some ideas like how you can start make use of that available 15 minutes time for your completion of all 34 questions, especially that is very, very important. First and most important observation which I made, especially in my previous experience, especially students start reading the questions in detail. That is not really a good sign, especially. See, dear student, 34 questions are there. Here, within 15 minutes, we don't have any magical tools to come up with the answers within 15 minutes, actually. What I would like to suggest, don't go in detail of reading of that particular questions. You all have to scan the question paper. Just you all have to scan the accountancy question paper. For example, as a student, take an example. I'm a student. After looking at all the questions of 34 questions, especially, I have deciding, oh, this question from part B, I will be going to attempt this question first. This is the very easiest topic for as per my strength and weakness, especially. You will have to start taking the decisions. Decision very, very important during this 15 minutes. And there are some students, what they are going to do, there are many students start getting panic. Oh my god, this chapter is come, this from this particular chapter question has come, especially. So what I would like to suggest now, I would like to share some important slide which I wanted to give you some more clarifications with this particular 15 minutes, especially like how 15 minutes reading time can be more effectively and efficiently can be used, especially. The first and most important, you start giving a priorities, especially start looking at all the 34 questions, start giving step by step priority. Okay, this is the first 10 questions which I would like to attend. Okay, so then you should also give a more priority on the basis of time management, because initially when you how much ever time you start saving now, that will be a plus point for the part A section, especially. So that is very, very important. Start giving lot of priority from the point of time management and as well as your strength. That is very, very important. If suppose there's a less amount of confidence on one of the chapter, please don't read in detail. Forget about that. You start continuing with the next options or next internal choice questions or next important questions, especially. So my important suggestion, the first and most important suggestion, please prioritize yourself. Which question is important first? Which ICQ question is important? Which chapter question is important? So that and all should be done, especially. Then plan. strategical plan. Strategy is very, very important from the point of time management. For every accountancy student, planning is needed, especially at the time of answering the questions. Don't spend a lot of time. The questions which is going to take more time, especially don't start. Don't start. Please start the questions, the questions which will be take very less amount of time, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes maximum. Please start giving a lot of priorities as per the plan. Okay. Then next, read carefully. Dear students, for accountancy, admission of partner, company accounts, and as well as comparative statement and common size statement, for these three things especially, date and year is important. Without reading date, without reading year, please don't take a call and don't start your answer. Please make sure that you have to just give a brief information about the date and year, especially. Take an example, common size statement and comparative statement. What happens actually? We should start comparing the values previous year with the current years, especially. So what happens actually? First current year will be given, next previous year will be given, especially. So please be very careful what according to the format, how it has to be done. So here, read carefully, read the dates and year. It's very, very important. See, sometimes question is easy. Okay. There are many students find question is very damn easy. Very, very easiest question I never ever come across, even my school exams, especially pre-midterm or whatever it is. But where they went wrong, selection or finding the date, especially. So started calculating the interest on drawings. But they couldn't able to find the 6 months average period actually. Just they have given interest in drawings, total amount of interest in drawings in the credit side of profit and loss appropriation account, especially. Okay. So what I'm trying to say, please read carefully, date and year. It's very, very matter, especially for us. The last one is identify the choices, especially. You will have to select the choices, internal choice questions, especially. Internal choice questions, as I said, now equity, share capital, and as well as issue of debentures. There is an internal choice between this and that. So according to the time management, according to the areas of concepts, especially where you are good, especially according to that, you start identify. So this is how the 15 minutes reading time can be make use more optimally and more efficiently and more effectively. Please don't read the entire question paper during 15 minutes because it creates more panic, students. Really, it's going to be a big problem those who are there in the below average category. They might be very good at in the four chapters out of 12, but if they will start going panic, actually definitely those 4 chapters answers also might be get little bit confusions. It reduces the confidence during the examination. All, please don't panic. That is very, very important. Yes, of course. Dear students, I would like to say something. We are a commerce students. We have taken risk, actually. We have already taken risk. Okay, now we already knew we are going to face it. We are going to rock the accountancy question paper, right? Don't go for panic, especially. So please try to overcome from this particular problems, and please don't show over excitement. This is really, really one important observation which I took, especially from past 6 years, especially in my with my students. They are very, very good, and but they are very excited. Yes, this question I know very well. Super. I will be going to complete it. But they will go silly mistakes because of this date, because of the zero values, especially. In place of 1 lakh, they might have written 10 lakhs actually. So in that case, they are very, very good at in, yes, sir, I will be going to get 100 out of 100, 80 out of 80. But these are the areas 1 marks, half marks will get reduced. So after the results, especially, you will get to know that, oh, this is the silliest mistake I have done actually. Don't show over excitement. Please, patience, control yourself, especially. Don't excite in the examination. Either it may be positively, either it may be negatively. Okay. Don't show your excitement. Please be more patient. That is, I would like to say, students.
Excellent, sir. Now, my next question is, what are the silly mistakes? Now, in so many years of your experience, what are the common silly mistakes that you have observed while correcting papers? you would have definitely seen that, okay, these are all areas where students could have easily scored, but they have just like you mentioned, adding one extra zero, right? Because of some enthusiasm or some for some reason. So, if you could give clarity on what are the common silly mistakes
Yes.
that you have observed over the years, and what are those mistakes, and how are they supposed to be avoided in under
Yeah.
2 or 3 minutes, it will be really helpful.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, actually, this is a very, very important area which we have to focus, especially from the point of accountancy subject, especially. There are many students come up with the common mistake. There are many students. I think 85 to 90% of the students will go with this mistake, actually. So it is not like that only few category of students go with this mistake. Most of the students. So I would like to share the screen. This is really, really important from the point of students. See, in case of after issuing the question paper, they start reading the questions. As I said in the 15 minutes reading time also, they all start reading the questions in detail during the reading time. That is a common mistake, sir. Almost all. Whether the students, other students are agree or not, but this is the real fact actually. There are most of the students, whether it is a centum student or average students or below average students, they will make a common mistake. They start reading the questions actually. Oh, this is whether this adjustment is there or not, whether adjustment entry is not there, whether this particular concept is there. They will focus on those things, especially. They will go in detail. Please stop that. Just you all are here during the 15 minutes reading time, especially scan the accountancy question paper. Don't go in detail, because when you start going in detail, right, you are not able to make a strategy. You are not able to make use of your 34 questions within 3 hours, especially. Okay. So you have to focus how this 34 questions should be get complete within 120 minutes, especially. Minute to minute is important for commerce accountancy students. Like how paisa is important to get balance sheet, especially like minutes, minute to minute is very, very important for accountancy student. This is the one common mistake which I found, especially from past experience. The next one is selection of questions. See, sir, take an example as a student. I find share capital is also very easy chapter, and debenture is also very good. I am very, very good in these two chapters. But at the end of the day, it is not about the good or not, especially. It is about the time management, sir. For example, if I will be select share capital question, it may take minimum 20 minutes, sir. Minimum 15 to 20 minutes, especially. It depends on their practice on the day-to-day basis. But if I would like to choose or select from the debenture, I will give you that guarantee minimum 10, maximum 15 minutes, sir. That is the level of preparation. That is a limited oriented topic, actually. See, you all have to select the questions from the point of time management. Please focus on, see, this is the one of the most important area. There are many students are going lack, especially completion of accountancy question paper. See, because we don't make use of calculator, so we all have to do the calculations our own, especially. So please select the right question from the point of time management. It's very, very important. Dear students, there are many students started taking a lot of time for very, very favorism oriented chapters, especially if I find very easiest chapter, I started spending a lot of time for that. Okay, I will neglect the easiest question, actually. Don't do this, is very, very important mistake, actually. You should be very careful from the point of time management. Okay, see, during the exam day, this is a very, very common mistake from all the students. Before the commencement of the exam, either during the exam, especially, lot of group discussions will take place, actually. See, when you people start discussing among yourself, it is going to be a impact negatively for the below average category students, actually. They might have prepared well and good for their level, especially. But if you will start asking questions, this and that, whether you know the formula or don't know the formula, see, they start getting the lot of panic, actually. Don't create that. So please don't do any discussions. Even if others are involved with any group discussion, my sincere request, please convey the same thing. Please don't encourage and don't entertain any group discussion before commencement of the exam on the same day, especially. Okay, it creates a lot of panic. I will give you analysis. 15 to 20 percentage of students they are not able to score very good marks because of this reason, actually. Really, this is a very genuine reason, actually. Okay. And the excitement, yes, of course, you all have to be more, you have to control that excitement. Even if the paper is easy, please be patient. Don't show your excitement. Yeah, I know the question paper. Yes, this time I will be going to get 80 out of 80. No, that you will be going to sit for 3 hours, dear students, not immediately your exams will get it done, especially. So you all have to maintain peaceful mind and good patience, especially for the next 3 hours, especially. Time management is very, very important, dear student. There are many students have started taking a lot of time for 6 marker. So I have come up with my own expectations. Keep maximum 15 minutes for 6 marker question. Maximum. If suppose if you are started spending more than 15 minutes, stop writing. Stop writing immediately. Go for next question. It's fine. You can come back after attempting all the 34 questions. You can come back and you can redo it, actually. But please make sure that if you have decided to attempt all the 34 questions, please maintain this time management is very, very important. Keep maximum 15 minutes for 6 marker for each question. Keep maximum 7 minutes for 3 marker for each question. Keep maximum 10 minutes for 4 marker each questions, especially. Please, this is very, very important. Even if you are very good in accountancy also, maybe many students will score 80 out of 80, like 70, 75 because of this reason only. It is not about you are good or not good, actually. Please make sure that your time management is proper or not, especially during the exam day. Okay. This is very, very important.
All right. Sir, the next question is, what are the key tips that you would like to give to students as far as paper presentation is concerned?
Yeah. This is very, very important for accountancy. Compared to theory, accountancy presentation is a matter. One value is also matter for us, actually. Even if you will show, for example, formulas, especially current ratio, current assets divided by current liability, that is also matter. You will be having some rewards, especially. Okay. Dear students, now only start prepare all the formats from all the chapters point of view. Okay. Create LMR. I have come up with the formula LMR. What is this LMR? Last minute revision. Don't focus on more and more about textbook as of now. This is the right time to start your last minute revision. LMR. Because during the exam day, especially, you cannot open the TS Gruel textbook or any other reference book. Where is the format? Where is this? Where is this? No, you cannot do that, actually. See, LMR should be in short and sweet. Either it may be through pocket calendar, either it may be short and sweet note, especially. That will be very matter. So please, in your accountancy answer sheet, format to be written correctly, whether it is matching as per the format or not, especially. For example, in the left hand side of an account, you all have written some information. In the right hand side of an account, especially, you would have written other information. Take an example, profit and loss appropriation account. This is a common mistake some students will do, especially. Instead of writing interest on drawings in the credit side of profit and loss appropriation account, they will write it in the debit side of profit and loss appropriation account. Okay. You make sure that formats to be written more correctly. The another important point, for example, a comparative statement of this company for the year ending 31st March 2024, especially. Okay. So these are the headings are very matter, especially those category of sentence category of students, they have to focus. Please write the headings. Please write the headings on the top of the format, especially. It's very, very important. All of you start showing the working notes to be shown very clearly. Okay. Please, everyone start show the working notes on the same page. Don't show it in the next page, especially. So all the question paper should be written correctly, and all parts of one question to be written in at one place, especially. For example, you will start with the question number 23. You start making use of 3 pages, actually. There will be some space which is left over below that. So you will start making use of that space for attending the next question, actually. Okay. Don't do that in accountancy, because it will be a kind of confusion for the evaluators as well, because it's very difficult to find the answers. It is like after taking the additional pages, now it may create a lot of confusions for the evaluators. Please make sure that If there is any space which is left over, please don't continue with the next answer, especially. Please start always from the new page. That is very, very important. Okay. So here, accountancy answer sheet, working notes is a major important role. Working notes. For example, prepare supporting ledger accounts, prepare ratios, prepare some amount of calculations, determinations. So working notes role is very, very matter in your answer sheets, especially. Okay. So formats, working notes, question number. Many of the students will not write the question number. There might be a chances of deducting some marks will be deducted actually, because it is a very, very important guideline issued by CBSE also. Every question number is a matter. We cannot write, evaluators cannot write the question number by our own actually. If we are not able to understand the question number, especially at the time of evaluation process, we are helpless actually. We are totally helpless. We cannot just imagine this is the question from this. No, it is totally helpless. Please make sure that please write the question number properly. Okay. We don't have any rights to write in your answer sheet, especially. We are not going to write anything in your answer sheet except marks, especially and signature. Please make sure that question number should be written. Otherwise, there might be a chances of losing marks. There is no doubt in that. Okay. So this is how it will be in the accountancy answer sheet. It has to be done.
All right. Fantastic. Going so much in depth is like fantastic. I
Thank you, sir.
really
Thank
have
you.
a deep respect for anyone, who understands the topic and goes deeper and, touches every aspect of it.
Thank you,
Yeah.
sir. Thank you so much,
Yeah.
sir.
Thank you.